24/7. My name is Saumya Prakash, and welcome to another series of 3000 plus questions. And today we are doing Indian economy and Indian financial system. So share the link of this video with all your friends and colleagues on WhatsApp group, Facebook group, or Telegram group. So let's begin today's episode of 3000 plus questions. So the first question here is, which of the following programs was implemented not with the goal of eliminating poverty? IRDP, PMJJBY, JGSY, or PMGKY? Which of the following program was implemented not with the goal of eliminating poverty? IRDP, PMJJBY, JGSY, PMGKY. So what will be your answer? Which of the following programs was implemented not with the goal of eliminating poverty? And the right answer here is right answer is PMJJBY. This is Pradhan Mantri. This is regarding life insurance. Jeevan Bima Yojana. IRDP is Integrated Rural Development Program. JGSY is Jawahar Gram Samriddhi Yojana. These all schemes were related to poverty for elimination of the poverty. Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, National Food Security Mission, National Rural Urban Livelihood Mission, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, Prime Minister Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi, PM Swanidhi, etc. These were all part of poverty elevation programs of the Government of India. Next question is, fill in the blanks and choose the right sequence. According to IMF, April 2022 World Economic Outlook, the Indian economy would grow by dash percent in fiscal year 2022-23 before slowing down to dash percent in fiscal year 2023 to 24. According to the Planning Commission of India's 2011 and 12 estimates, dash percent of the rural population and dash percent of the urban population were below the poverty line. 9.9, 8.9, 13.7, 25.7, 13.7, 8.9, 6.9, 25.7, 8.7, 6.9, 25.7, 13.7, 8.9, 6.9, 25.7 or 13.7. So what will be the answer for this question? According to IMS April 2022 World Economic Forum, the Indian economy would grow by dash percentage in fiscal year 2022-23 before slowing down to dash percent in fiscal year 2023-24. And the right answer is 8.9, 6.9, 25.7, 13.7. D is the right answer. So this is 8.9, which will reduce to 6.9, and For rural population, it is 25.7, and for urban population, it is 13.7. So the next question is, which of the following is or are correct? According to Professor Alfred Marshall, the subject matter of economics is the study of how wealth is produced and consumed. According to Professor Alfred Marshall, the well-known English economist, economics is study of man in ordinary business of life. According to Lionel Robbins, economics is the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scar means which have alternative uses. According to Adam Smith, economics is the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. Option is 2 and 3, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, or 2 and 4. So what will be the right answer for this question? According to Professor Alfred Marshall, the subject matter of economics is the study of how wealth is produced and consumed. According to Professor Alfred Marshall, the well-known English economist, economics is study of man in the ordinary business of life. According to Lionel Robbins, economics is the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. According to Adam Smith, economics is the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. Is it 2 and 3, 1 and 2? We have to select the one which is right. We have to select the one which is or are correct. So if we go point wise, the subject matter of economics is the study of how wealth is produced and consumed was given by Adam Smith. So this is wrong. Professor Alfred Marshall said that economics is a study of man in ordinary business of life. This is correct. According to Lionel Robbins, economics is the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. This is also right. So the right answer here is, and this is also wrong. So the right answer here is that the correct answers are 2 and 3. Which of the following is or are not correct as per the definition of Lionel Robbins? We have already seen that what Lionel Robbins had defined economics. Now we have to pick the option which is not correct. Wants are limited, the means to satisfy human wants are unlimited, resources have alternative uses, we have to make a choice. Is it 2, 3 and 4, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 1, 2 and 3? Which of the following is or are not correct as per the definition of Lionel Robbins? Is it wants are limited, the means to satisfy human wants are unlimited, resources have alternative uses, we have to make a choice? This is as per Alfred Lionel Robbins. I'm so sorry. As per the definition of Lionel Robbins. What will be the right answer? what will be the right answer for this question? Which of the following is or are not correct as per the definition of Lionel Robbins? Wants are limited, the means to satisfy human wants are unlimited, resources have alternative uses, we have to make a choice. Here, if we go point wise, then wants are unlimited, and the means to satisfy wants are limited. Wants are unlimited, and means are limited. So the right answer for this question will be not correct, since we are asking the question not correct. 1 and 2 are not correct. Resources have alternative uses, we know that, and we have to make a choice between the limited resources which we have. So the right answer is C, 1 and 2. Match the following. We have to find the correct answer for microeconomics, macroeconomics, command economy, mixed economy, market economy. And the options which are given is one in which government makes all important decision about production and distribution. One which is individual and private firm make the major decision about production and consumption. Develops model that explain the relationship among such factors as national income, output, consumption, unemployment, inflation, savings, investment, international trade, and international finance. Studies how households and firms make decision to allocate limited resources, elements of both market and command economies. Option is 1B, 2E, 3D, 4A, 5C, 1C, 2D, 3B, 4A, 5E, 1D, 2C, 3A, 4E, 5B, or 1C, 2E, 3A, 4D, 5B. So what will be the right answer? We have to match the following. Can we go from this side? One in which government makes all important decision about production and distribution is called? This is called command economy. And what is the other name for this? This is also known as socialist economy. Now, in case of one in which individuals and private firms make the major decision about production and consumption, it is known as market or capitalist economy. Third is develop model that explain relationship among such factors as national income, output, consumption, unemployment, inflation. These are part of mac macroeconomics. Now studies how household and firms make decision to allocate limited resources. This is done by, we study this in microeconomics. Mahapacks. And element of both market and command economy will be known as mixed economy. So what will be the answer? This is with A, one will go with microeconomics, 1D, macroeconomics, C. So 1D, 2C, 3A, mixed economy is E, and market economy is B. So the right answer is C. Laissez-faire economy is the extreme case of market economy, the extreme case of command economy, the extreme case of mixed economy, none of these. You must have read about this in related to Great Depression. Laissez-faire economy is the extreme case of market economy, the extreme case of command economy, the extreme case of mixed economy, or none of these. So what will be the answer for this particular question? Laissez-faire economy is the extreme case of which of these? Market economy, command economy, mixed economy, or this is none of these. So the right answer is the extreme case of market economy. Right answer is A. Which of the following is true in respect of law of demand? When the price of commodity is raised, buyers tend to buy less of the commodity. When the price is lowered, other things being constant, quantity demanded increases. Quantity demanded tends to fall as price rises because of substitution effect. Quantity demanded tends to fall as price rises because of income effect. All are correct except 2. All are correct except 3. All are correct except 4. All are correct. When the prices of a commodity, here we are talking about law of demand and what is true in respect of law of demand. So in case of law of demand, when the prices of a commodity is raised, buyers tend to buy less of the commodity. This is true. When the price is lowered, other things being constant, quantity demanded increases. This is also true. Quantity demanded tends to fall as price rises because of substitution effect. This is also true that what will happen if suppose price of tea rises, then maybe people will switch to substitution effect and they will prefer coffee over it. Quantity demanded tends to fall as price rises because of income effect. This is also correct because as prices of basic things increases, then we feel that our income has reduced, so will reduce the consumption. So in that case, the right answer is all are correct. Law of demand: when the price of commodity is raised, buyer tend to buy less of the commodity. When the price is lowered, other things being constant, quantity demand increases. Quantity demand tend to fall as price rises for two reasons. First is substitution effect. I find an alternative cheaper good. The price of particular good rises, I will substitute other similar goods for it. Second is income effect. This comes into play when a higher price reduces quantity demanded. As price go up, I find myself somewhat poorer than I was before. If petrol prices double, I have in effect less real income, so I will naturally curb my consumption of petrol and other goods. The more we consume, the lesser satisfaction each additional unit of consumption will give us. What this phenomenon is known as law of demand, law of supply, law of diminishing marginal utility, law of market demand. The more we consume, the lesser satisfaction each additional unit of consumption will give us. What is this phenomenon known as? Law of demand, law of supply, law of diminishing marginal utility, or law of market demand? And the right answer is law of diminishing marginal utility, because if you are supposing eating mangoes or you are eating ice cream, so the first ice cream will give you lot of happiness, but after three, four ice creams, if you are given three, four ice creams and you have to eat them, then it will not give you that much of satisfaction. So that is, more we consume, the lesser satisfaction. This is known as diminishing law of diminishing marginal utility. So right answer is C. In which of the following the demand of the product rises as their prices rises? Veblen goods, Giffen goods, both of them, none of them. So in which of the following the demand of the product rises as the price rises? Is it Veblen goods, Giffen goods, both of them, none of them? And what will be the right answer? Right answer will be Veblen goods. In case of Veblen goods, people tend to buy more because they think if price is high, it means that quality is high. And so when the price increases, the demand also increases. So this is known as Veblen goods. Market demand curve obeys the law of downward sloping demand, law of upward sloping demand, law of diminishing, none of these. The market demand curve is downward sloping, upward sloping, law of diminishing, none of these. And what will be the right answer for this question? Right answer will be, it will be law of downward sloping demand. Why it will be law of, as we can see here, this is as the price is decreasing, the quantities will increase, because suppose here it is given example of apple, that as the apple price will reduce, more and more people will buy it. So here it is based on quantity and price of apple. Price is reducing here and the quantity demanded will be increasing, and this is a downward curve. This is a downward curve, and this is a market demand curve. So this is it for today's session, and we have already launched our revision batch, and if you want to enroll for it, because not much days are left and your exams are starting from 20th of October, you just have to go to the ADDA site for registering for our courses. You have to go to the ADDA site. Just a minute. Yeah, you can go to the ADDA site and you'll go to ADDA 24/7 site. If you have still not downloaded the app, then please download the app, and then you have to go to all courses, JAIIB, CAIIB, and here you can see JAIIB October 2024, and you can enroll for our courses. So wishing you all the best for your exams.